Welcome fight fans to UFC Fight Night in Mexico City, an electric night live from Arena CDMX. Today we saw rising stars, veteran warriors, and plenty of highlight reel finishes from early prelim action through the main card. We're breaking down every fight, result and moment that mattered from start to finish. Let's get into it. Pinas vs. Wes Schultz. Pinas came out aggressive and finished Wes Schultz with a first-round TKO, showcasing serious power in his UFC debut. Tarin vs. Ernesto Caracciati. Tarin battled it out and took a unanimous decision over Caracciati, extending her winning run. Francis Marshall vs. Eric Silva. Francis Marshall locked up a slick rear naked choke in round 1 to submit Eric Silva early on the prelims. Douglas Silva de Andrade vs. Javier Reyes. Javier Reyes delivered a TKO over Douglas Silva de Andrade in the final minute of round 1. Eileen Perez delivered another confident performance, mixing sharp striking with relentless pressure over 3 rounds to earn a clear unanimous decision victory in Mexico City. Quinonez vs. Chris Moutinho. Quinonez earned the decision over Chris Moutinho in a gritty bantamweight clash. Gandra took control early and unleashed a relentless assault, forcing a TKO stoppage over Medina with heavy strikes. Santiago Luna vs. Angel Pacheco. Santiago Luna topped Angel Pacheco in a spirited 3-round battle. Imanol Rodriguez vs. Kevin Borjas. Rodriguez pulled off a big win over Rodriguez via knockout in Mexico City. Edgar Chairez edged out Felipe Bunes by split decision in a highly competitive fight. Bobby Green delivered a veteran performance, turning up the pressure and overwhelming his opponent before securing a TKO finish with sharp boxing and relentless volume. Marlon Vera vs. David Martinez. David Martinez impressed, defeating veteran Marlon Vera with strong offensive output. Brandon Moreno vs. Kavanagh. In the main event, Kavanagh stunned the Mexico City crowd with a composed 5-round performance, earning a unanimous decision victory over Brandon Moreno in enemy territory. UFC Mexico City delivered non-stop action from the first bell to the last. On the prelims, Pinas made a statement with a dominant TKO in his UFC debut, and Francis Marshall added an early submission finish, setting the tone for the night. Decision victories and highlight finishes throughout the card showed the depth of talent on display tonight. Rodriguez and Edgar Chairez both impressed with strong showings on the main card, and David Martinez continued his momentum with a big win over a seasoned veteran in Marlon Vera. But the night belonged to Kavanagh, who pulled off the big upset with a unanimous decision win over Brandon Moreno in the main event, showing composed striking, sharp counters, and effective leg attacks over 5 rounds to earn the victory. Fans will be talking about this performance for weeks as Kavanagh climbs the ranks and Moreno readjusts following a tough home crowd defeat. UFC Mexico City showed us the depth of talent in the flyweight and bantamweight divisions, and with so many emerging names and career-defining moments, this card will be remembered as one of the most entertaining fight nights yet. This card showcased rising contenders, established vets, and plenty of fight-ending moments that give fans something to remember. Whether you're tracking prospects to watch in 2026 or just love high-stakes MMA, tonight delivered. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like, follow, and catch all the highlights coming out of UFC Mexico City. Good night.
MMA Prime. We don't miss.